Kennedy, January 20th, 1961, inaugural address. Vice President Johnson, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman, Reverend clergy, fellow citizens. We observe today is not a victory of party, but as a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath to assure a more fruitful life for all mankind. Will you join in that historic effort?
Yes.
Long history of the world. Only a few